চিড়ে ননকে চিনিস না, মনকে চিনিস না, চিড়ে ননিচি। এটা কি হলো, এটা কি হলো? হ্যাঁ, ওলা ওলা গোয়া আড়াইটা চাইল বারো গীত 6-3 চি একটু লাগে 7 আপ হয়ে গেছিল চি এটা প্লেয়ারের হাল লইয়া ওলা ঘুমানিল হাল লইয়া ঘুমানিল।
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. Great ball if he can get there, and he's managed to... Tries a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Oh, played right into his path. Torres purring through the gears. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And it's De Bruyne. Now it's some... And the shot! Oh, the ball's run. That could spell trouble. Cleared without complication. Messi, and he's had a hit! They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Darren Fletcher. No, that's been intercepted. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chip through. Oh, he's in!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Darwin. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Nunez, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Fletcher. Now that's well seen too. Has a look and plays it forward.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Good effort from distance. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And he thumps it clear. That'll be a throw-in. Played over towards the opposite flank. De Roberto. And here's Mbappe. Opts to play it. There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Barcelona have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Saliba.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Torres is flagged offside. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. João Cancelo is always looking to play quality balls. Al Nassr trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And no, that was never going to make it. And that's really well manoeuvred. Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Al Nassr couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Has a shot! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Saliba. Adams. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vinicius Junior. And it's Gerrard. Fernando Torres. Ter Stegen catches it safely. Darwin gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And here's Torres. He's a sharp little ball here. And that has been knocked clear. Mbappe. João Cancelo. Back into the middle. Now the finish! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Darwin. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's Vinicius Junior. And here's Nunez. Oh, what a hit one! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Costa Curta. And it's Fletcher. And he's intervened well there. Zé Roberto. Costa Curta. And Dixon. And it's Messi. De Bruyne. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Puyol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Costa Curta. And Zé Roberto.
There will be 1 minute
Challenge
at a
just
time.
a bit on the firm side. Mbappe. And he's straight offside. Saliba. Costa Curta. Fletcher. And here's Torres. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
Turn towards the screen for
How
a
would you
special
review the first
presentation
half?
featuring our
Barcelona
guest
may
performers
probably be
today.
feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. There's the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. João Cancelo. Adams. Triol. Roberto Carlos.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And he welcomes it in. And Torres! Cleared away. Decent enough try.
Fernando Torres really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Barcelona have their third corner. De Bruyne plays it short. Dixon. Now it's Messi. Nice control. Darwin. And that's been won straight back. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Darwin.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's Vinicius Junior. Good spot, he's seen the run. And that has been clubbed away. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Al Nassr clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Roberto Carlos. Al Nassr finding their passes. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So we have the first goal.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Now it's Mbappe. Al Nassr are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And it's Fletcher. Oh, this is a great position. Nunez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Mbappe.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Fernando Torres. That's going to go a long way. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gerrard. Great hit! Vinicius Junior can get it clear. De Bruyne. Triol wins the duel this time. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there. Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Saliba. Beckenbauer. And Dixon. And here's Messi.
That was lovely, that.
Cleared without complication.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Darwin. Decent hit! He's got a goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 25, Fernando Torres.
So, time for changes
Number
on
9,
both sides, actually.
Mbappe.
So that's
Coming on the
two now
field,
without reply.
Number 11,
Well, I think it's just the
Neymar.
reward for their
Number
application.
7,
They've played with great
Darwin
courage to
Núñez.
try and kill this off, and
Substitutions
for me,
taking
it
place.
looks like they've just about done it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is good alertness. Oh, the shot could be on here. Ter Stegen gets rid without sophistication. De Bruyne.
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And he's managed to get rid. Messi. Foden. And it's Neymar. Now it's Darwin. And here's Neymar. Shot at goal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Barcelona really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Corner number 4 coming up here. De Bruyne with the short one. Turns and goes back. Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Roberto Carlos. Neymar. That's a nicely weighted pass. Belletti. Pinches it off him. It's Roberto. Nicely aimed pass. De Bruyne. And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Sure, expected better, and so did he. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Elise. Messi. Elise. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi. Looking here to chip it through. And that is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply...
Haha, soe pasai. Soe facciai স্বাভাবিক বুঝছনি 7 আপ তারও স্বাভাবিক বুঝছনি তাই ভাই রিদ ভাই 60 মিনিটও 6টা দিলাইছেন বাদে ওর সেই ডিফেন্স আর গোলও নিতে পারছেন
কুকানি যার সারা জীবনে তোমার শেষ হইতে না হার লইয়া ঘুমাও সবার লাগে হার লইয়া ঘুমাও তোমার পতন হয়ে গেছে
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
That has been cut short. Well, there's the clearance. And here's Nunez. Nunez! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Roberto Carlos. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Gerrard. He's got a side of goal! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! A finish of true class! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Darren Fletcher. Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Belletti. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for options for movement. Adams. João Cancelo. Belletti. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
First quarter of an hour gone. Gerrard cuts out the pass. Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Costa Curta. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Guardiola.
That was lovely, that.
Brilliantly cut out. Darren Fletcher. And it's Fernando Torres.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is...
Has a look and has a go. Puyol gets across to intercept that. He's had it taken off him. And here's De Bruyne. That's a nicely weighted pass. And he can clear it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Torres. And Torres! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I've the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Barcelona take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Torres. Saliba with the clearance. And here's Torres. Tries a shot! And he's there to belt it away. Belletti. And he's gone looking for safety.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Dixon. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Always onto this. Great ball, and he's in, and the shot! He's scored! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus, and then bang, you're pegged back again. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Adams. Belletti. And it's Belletti. Dixon. Messi. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Dixon gets it away. Mbappe. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that is a little undercooked. João Cancelo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Bayer getting this one clear. Looking for the run. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
The goal scorer for Barcelona after 38 minutes is number 22, Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Vinicius Junior.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Chance! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. De Bruyne with the short one. Oh, he's got the shot away! Adams clears. And now they can spring out of defence. Now, who's going to be first to this? Ah, that's a fine interception. That's really well cleared. Dixon.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Knocks it back.
Has been
Modern
indicated.
football for you and all that pressing.
Costa Curta. Now Saliba. Costa Curta. Darren Fletcher. Now it's Darwin. Darwin. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the whistle goes for half-time. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
Please make sure to watch the screen.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 5, Pep Guardiola.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Number 6, Ruben Neves.
Out for a throw. Roberto Carlos. Messi looking to get on the end of this. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. Cleared away. Darwin. Roberto Carlos. Darren Fletcher. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left. And it's Fletcher. Dixon. Now Costa Curta. Gerrard looking to add to his goal. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Roberto Carlos. Belletti. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Mbappe! He's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Throw in. Vinicius Junior.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. Belletti. Vinicius Junior. Gets his pass away. Now it's Darwin. And he's got the... And the shot! They've scored! And the comeback is complete! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Al Nassr go into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Roberto Carlos. That is good strength. Now then, the ball's come loose. Played back in, and here's Nunez. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well read, nice interception.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Dixon. Costa Corta. Ruben Neves, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. Now Saliba. Beckenbauer. And it's Messi. De Bruyne. And that's an excellent interception. Roberto Carlos gets good distance on it. And here's Messi. Dixon. And here's Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they've got a throw. Just about up to 75 minutes. But they've got it again. Messi. Darren Fletcher. Al Nassr finding their passes. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Messi going face-to-face with his... And the finish! They've done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That was a given. It always was.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
This is quite a battle.
Well, extra time looms now, but that leveller creates great impetus, and they've got to fancy their chances of pinching victory from what looked like the jaws of defeat.
João Cancelo. Vinicius Junior pinches it off him. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And Messi! This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Back in possession and ready to go again. He's in here! Nunez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Dixon. Messi. And Dixon. And it's Messi. Barcelona need to make something happen here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, good-looking ball. Belletti. Mbappe. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Costa Curta.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's De Bruyne.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Messi! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Number 10, Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi!
Having to... And that's that. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Gerrard picking up the Man of the Match award,
Just a
and
quick
no
request today
surprise
for
there.
everybody to please kindly remove any cars
Barcelona
parked